Which Hispanic explorers were the first to reach the west coast of the U.S.? If you're curious about the early explorers who ventured to the west coast of the United States, you're about to uncover some fascinating history. Let's take a journey back in time to find out which Hispanic explorers were the pioneers of this region. The story begins in the early 16th century when Spanish mariners started exploring the Pacific coast, driven by the desire to expand their empire and discover new civilizations. One of the key figures in this adventure was Juan Rodríguez Cabrillo. In 1542, Cabrillo became the first European to arrive in what is now California. He sailed into the Bay of Ensenada in Baja California and later entered San Diego Bay. Cabrillo and his crew continued their voyage, sailing as far north as the San Francisco Bay by mid-November of that year. During their travels, they encountered numerous Native American tribes, although their interactions were not always peaceful. Cabrillo's expedition marked the beginning of Spanish exploration along the west coast. However, he did not complete the entire journey around the coast. He died during the voyage due to injuries sustained in a hostile encounter with Native Americans. Following Cabrillo's initial exploration, another significant figure emerged, Sebastián Vizcaíno. In 1602, Vizcaíno sailed up the coast of Upper and Lower California, reaching as far as Cape Mendocino. He was tasked with discovering and noting any natural harbors that could be used for future settlements. Vizcaíno's interactions with the Native Americans were generally more peaceful than Cabrillo's, and he renamed many of the locales that Cabrillo had previously encountered. Vizcaíno's voyage included a stop in a bay that he named Monterey, now known as Monterey, in honor of his sponsor, the Count of Monterey, who was the Viceroy of New Spain. This expedition further solidified Spanish claims to the west coast and laid the groundwork for future explorations and settlements. So to answer your question, Juan Rodríguez Cabrillo and Sebastián Vizcaíno were the Hispanic explorers who were among the first to reach and explore the west coast of the United States. Their journeys not only expanded Spanish knowledge of the region, but also paved the way for later explorers and settlers.